Hi everyone, this is going to be a video of my scrapbook room, a little tour. I thought maybe some people would be interested in how I store things, how I organize it, stuff like that. So this is the view of what it looks like from the doorway. And then I'll take you like step by step. So this rack here is all my sewing stuff. The towels and stuff. I do a lot of like lounge chair covers that are like embroidered, stuff like that. And then I do like the covered wipey holders and stuff like that. So that's like the overstock. Then this next section here is my serger, iron, some basic sewing like hoops for the embroider, and then serger, spool, stuff like that. This is a little basket, has some snacks, and it has some like stuff that I've recently purchased, excuse me. So I just haven't sorted it or put it away yet. And then this here is my sewing machine. It's an embroidery machine, and it's really nice. It like takes the cards and stuff like that. Plus it has like a bunch of stuff already built in. And then this section here is like my little fabric section. And then on the bottom, I have like Ansel Bright and felt and some batting, stuff like that. That here is a rack that my husband got for me. Blockbuster was going out of business, so they used to store their gift cards on it. And then they went out of business, and my husband, you know, is in the business of fixtures and stuff like that. He has a store, so he bought this rack for me for 20 bucks. It swivels. It's nice. The reason why I have it on there is I like to look at my stuff after I buy it for a little while, get inspired. You know, sometimes you put stuff away and you forget that you have it or that you really liked it a lot. So this is kind of a way that you could admire it for a little bit, and then maybe you'd, you know, do a project if you see it and you get inspired. So here's some shelves of some like little books and some stuff I've made, like little memorabilia things that mean a lot to me. And then this here is my sewing closet, and I usually sit there and sew. Underneath, I have a lot of albums that are not been used yet, so I just store them up there. Then this is all stamping stuff. These are mostly Stampin' Up! Sets that I don't have in my stamp section because they don't really fit. And they're older, so I just have them sorted by like holiday sentiments, like kids. I have wheels. I have some like embossing powders that I don't have over there and stuff like that. This here is my like little office area. I have like labels and cardstock and envelopes, stuff like that. Some office cleaning supplies. You ask why I have two printers. That's my regular printer, and then this black printer is just a food dedicated printer, so it's never been used for anything but food. So you can print like little images to put on cookies, stuff like that. I do a lot of baking and like chocolates and cupcakes and stuff for like parties and whatnot. These bins here I got at IKEA. They roll and they stack nicely, but they have like some mini albums in it. I have a lot of like little party favorite tins and stuff like that I've gotten from like Oriental Trading, stuff like that. Stuff that I don't need to be readily accessible to, but I kind of know that they're there, so I can just go get it if I need it. This little cart is really nice. I got it at like Walmart like a while ago, and it's really nice. I only paid like 20 bucks for it, but it's empty right now. But I normally use it for going to like craft events and stuff. If I'm going to take a class or teach a class, I just throw all my stuff in there and I can wheel it and go. The nice thing about it is this little handle comes undone, and then this part lifts up from there. But this bottom part is big enough to hold 12 by 12 paper. So it's really great for scrapbooking and for beading and whatnot. And then the top part lifts up. Plus you have this section here where you can put like readily available like glue or tweezers, stuff like that. This here is my sewing closet, And I have all my tinsel thread from Joann's. Then I have my machine for embroidering and regular sewing. The other machine that I have is really nice, but this is Kenmore. I don't know what it is about this machine. Maybe it's because I've had it for almost 10 years, but it's very tried and true. It's a heavy-duty machine. My husband bought it for me to make like curtains for the house and stuff, but it does embroider, and I have to say, I love this machine. I probably would never get rid of it, so it's a Kenmore if anybody's interested. Their products are pretty good. These here are my lounge chair towels that are already done. They're embroidered. They fold up really nice like a pillow. Some of them have like a sun or palm trees or like an ice cream cone, kind of like summer themed, and they fit nicely on the chair. A lot of people buy them from me for like teacher gifts and stuff. I have another bin on the bottom that has like elastic and binding, stuff like that. It has anything really to do with sewing. So then I have my thread rack. I originally bought this rack where my tinsel embroidery thread is, but I soon figured out that I had more thread than held on that little rack with no room to grow. So I just purchased a new one, and then I'm probably going to take that one down. I see like stuff getting caught on it when I'm sewing. So next I have this little rack. It's mostly tools. I have like tape measure, staple gun, a brayer, toothpicks, decorative scissors, some punches, a ribbon, iron, and a crimper, clamps, just different kinds of tools. And then here's my little dog's bed. He likes to come into the craft room when I am crafting at night and lay down and take a nap and just be with me. So next, this little section here is mostly the die cut section, but that bottom shelf is my daughter's shelf. I can only spare her one little shelf in this whole room because I'm exploding out of the room. So all I have to say is I hope that my son doesn't want a shelf in here. So that's her stuff. She likes to do like paint by number and like latch hooks. She has a lot of the little American Girl craft kits and stuff like that. It also has like googly eyes and pipe cleaner and stuff that kids would use for like school projects and stuff. So that's hers. And then this shelf here is mostly die cuts. This is a little Xyron printer where it like prints anywhere on the paper. It's nice to take with you to crops. This bin here has like my nestabilities, some Sizzix die cuts, and then this here is like my quick cuts, and like this top thing is like the Cuttlebug, the embossing folders and stuff like that. I have a long reach stapler. My husband gave it to me for Christmas one year, and I really love it. It's great for doing like brochures and pamphlets and stuff like that. Then I have the big kicks and the little side kick. This little book here, I do actually have all of my dies cut out and put into the book in case anybody was like looking for something. You could just do a quick reference. And then this shelf here is my U-Do and then all of the accessories for the U-Do, and that really is a great machine. I've used it. I made like shirts that said Team Schneider for like a family camping trip we went on. It's a lot of work to get it set up and stuff, but it does work really wonderful once you learn how to use it and you work out all the kinks and stuff like that. It's just time consuming to do, like if you were going to do like 50 shirts of one design, great. But if you needed like one shirt of this, one shirt of that, it's kind of time consuming. But it does work as if you bought a shirt in the store. So this shelf here is all like yarn, stuff like that. It's I don't know why it's in 3 different bins. maybe I have it separated by projects. I think one of them I have a scarf project going on. Don't we all have 50 million different projects that are started and stopped, and then when you feel like doing yarn work today, you can go there, and if you feel like doing scrapbooking, you go over there. So this shelf here is my clay shelf, and I have like some idea books. These are drawers. They have like little texturing plates. Here's some push molds. Here's some other. I have a pasta machine, which I used it and made some Christmas Girl Scout cookie ornaments that came out fantastic. And using that pasta machine, it made everything one size, which was fantastic. No more of the rolling everything out with the rolling pin, stuff like that. Here I have some more clay, just excess clay that didn't fit over there. And then down here I have stamps that I use on clay. I only use those stamps on clay. I do a lot of different like little projects. I'll show you one of them later in the video, but I just keep it there because it's easy to find. I don't have to sort through all my stamps. Next I have a Zutter machine, some fiber, and then over here is all my cross-stitching floss and stuff like that. The next is this Fellows binding machine, and I bought it for like $40 on laminators.com. My husband was like, what do you need a binding machine for? Like years ago I bought it, like 7 years ago, and I was like, I really need it. It's only $40. But I cannot tell you how many times I've used that thing. I made like little autograph books for the kids at the end of the year. It's really great if you have kids that like to scrapbook, and then you can just make a bunch of scrapbooks for them. You don't have to buy a book in the store. If you have some paper, some binder. I have used that thing a million times and got well worth $40 out of it. So next is my laminator. And then there's my little Create sign, letters from Michaels that I bought in like the $1 bin or $2 bin or something like that. It's funny because in my old room I had wooden red letters that were over the door that said Create. So I guess that's my theme, huh? Next, this shelf has this little Making Memories swivel cart. I normally have it on the table, but my daughter's working on a project on the table, so I had to move it. But I have this Texture Boutique. I have to say I really love that little machine. I can't believe how cheap it is, and then they let you use a 40% coupon at Michael's, so it's like under 20 bucks. It makes a nice gift if you know somebody who scrapbooks, and you know what's nice about it is you can emboss a little piece of paper. You don't have to get out the big kicks with the different platforms and the different little shims and stuff like that. You can just emboss one little piece of paper and call it a day. So this shelf here is my paint. I have paint brushes in small bottles and then big bottles, some canvas, and then this little paint palette. I have to say this is by Donna Dewberry, and it is a fantastic paint palette because you just slip a paper plate in the palette and then you can pour the paint on the plate and mix it. I mean, you could use these little wells here, but why would you? You'd have to scrub that out. You just put the paper plate here, pour your little paint on, mix it, and then when it's done, you just pull the plate out and put a new one in, and it's really great because you don't have to scrub any paint anymore. So this is leading into probably another video, so I'm going to stop here and then film part 2. So I'll see you in a few minutes.